So here's the deal. I love mini golf. My family often travels and finds local places wherever we go to just enjoy that laid back night out and have a little competitive edge to us as well. And this time I was with a group of allies in business, and we decided to have a fun night before our event kicked off, just to get to know people better, laugh, and really let our more competitive and aggressive sides come out. Right out the gate, I got a hole in one. I know, right? So after that, actually, I had several hole in one, and it was moving along beautifully. I was in the lead. We're having a little fun banter, like, check it out. And then it caught up with me. It was about hole 6, maybe, that all of a sudden I had a bad shot. And it went from bad to worse. And I'm saying, like, by the 7th stroke, I just quit counting. I think I pretty much blacked out after that. Forget it. The excuses were never ending. Mentally, I was like, well, I've got my Adidas slides on because that's what I live in. They're comfortable. I had been traveling all day. I was exhausted. And you know what? I don't play golf that much, so why would I be in the lead? That's fine. I had become my own worst enemy, and I completely fell apart after that. Don't get me wrong, I had a great time, but mentally I couldn't shake it. And it was interesting, the conversations that led after we ended it this night, because we all have been there. We've all been at that point where we are blocking our own success. And Jody hit the nail on the head when he said to me, when people either take a bad shot or they aren't used to being in the lead in something, they'll start to convince themselves that they aren't good or that they don't deserve that. They don't deserve to be there. And it's that limiting mindset that we've all been through, that we have to break past. And then later we were talking again, and because the phenomenon in this was just wonderful, yes, we were ridiculously talking about it, Mike Simmons chimed in and said, we all have that one bad hole. We all have that bad shot. But in the midst of many great ones, and we don't spend enough time recognizing that we had been doing really well. So you just have to move forward and remember that you can redeem yourself on that next shot. That's not the end. And it was point proven during one of the rounds when Matthew Miller was just hanging out, having a good time. He stepped away from his usual cornhole game and decided to enjoy this night of golf. And what was interesting is he would usually just kind of follow along, line up his shot, take it. And then it became a joke, but he would go, get in there as soon as he'd hit it. And every time he did that, it went in there. And we would all be like, Matthew, how do you do this? But the reality is he was there at his own pace. He was happy with par. He would just line it up, and then he knew when he had lined it up perfectly and just went for it, took that shot, called it, and put it out in the universe and would get it. And those consistent, intentional actions are what took him to lead and ultimately win that round. And so we have to remember that it's in those consistent behaviors. It's in the mindset that, you know what, I can do this. I just have to move forward and focus on what I'm taking care of, that we will see success. So next time you take that bad shot, accept it. It happens. We've all been there. But that self-awareness and that business awareness is what's going to get you to take the next great one.